How's it going, guys? This is Austin from YouTube Biogen Studios, and we're playing a new game called the Stanley Parable. It's kind of fucking crazy because you see it over there, and you see it over there, and you see it over there, and then there, and there. But anyways, we'll start it. This game is it's supposed to screw with your brain. Like, you were supposed to be totally confused till no end. And I don't know why I play this then, because I get confused very easily, and a lot of things make my brain hurt really bad. So we'll just wait for this to load up and see what this game's all about. Maybe this is the game, and just sits here and loads the entire time. Now that'd be a fucked up game. Oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I like that.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Why does he have gloves on?
Through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Well, that's a great job being paid
might
for.
have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Oh, I would
They
too.
have been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm glad he
And then
picked
one
a
day,
career
something very
where he's
peculiar
happy.
happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It looks like the little light from the Pixar movies, but it's neither here nor there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter
That's
how
a
hard
great
Stanley
job.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I just want to point out that one person's job is, in fact, to sharpen pencils. Just saying, that's a great job. Alright, that's not it. Nope. Nope. No. Oh, shut that door there. No. No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so should we go with what he says? Or I just want to see what happens when you don't do what he says, so we'll go with the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Maybe you just
Perhaps
forgot.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Everyone loves the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Of
It
course.
had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I like how the clock, in fact, moves. Alright, whatever.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, so since we're not following what he says, we'll go straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Of course.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
That's a lot of
I'm not
boxes.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
Alright. What is up in here? What the?
That's her, Stanley.
Who?
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
I'm sorry.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't either.
Double check.
I'll put it. No, I'll answer the phone.
Here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Oh.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
You know, I didn't write the game.
Decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What? Oh God, I'm a real person.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why
God.
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Yeah.
And to think I've been letting you run around in this
God.
game for so long.
Oh,
if you'd
God.
made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh,
It's
God.
as though you completely ignored even the most basic
Oh,
safety
God.
protocol for real-world decision-making.
Oh,
Or
God.
did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
No, what?
Choice. It's
Oh,
the
my
best
God.
part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Alright.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of
God.
his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
Give me
here,
them
the
six.
real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Is it 4:30? I have a back, sack, and scratch.
Excellent.
Okay.
Making choices on a
What
regular
the
basis
heck?
is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Alright.
Do you make more than 8? Less?
God, that's
And
so
finally,
big number.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back.
Oh my
You've
God.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, there is
and see
danger
what the
everywhere.
correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Alright. We're going this way. Guess I am going back.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Well, that'd be
That
great.
would make no sense at all.
That'd make perfect
We just need to get
sense.
you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh God. Well, reality's a smack in the face sometimes, you know. Hey, there's a door right here. I'm going. Nope, can't go that way. Guess I'm leaving. Or am I? Hi,
Almost
lounge.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Take the door to the left.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Hurry back in the other direction.
I'm sorry.
We're not too late.
Alright, I'm sorry. Is that Morse code or something? Alright, so I guess the only choice we do have is to go left. I don't want to go left. Why do we have to go left?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Sound like Donald
Even if
Duck.
there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know
Yeah.
that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't
Well.
erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
I
Is
could.
it better to shut the game down entirely?
No.
To willingly destroy all of my work?
What is going on
No.
this shit?
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
Yeah,
I have
no.
to shut the game
No.
down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
No. No. Bro, you're creeping me out. No. What?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
What is
My
this
entire
place?
game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
Wait.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nope.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Maybe.
Oh, my story.
Where do I go?
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so
Yeah.
hard on it. I tried so hard
What?
to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
My
always
God.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know if I want to keep screwing around with this guy or not, but we'll go to the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
So,
Means choosing
every time when
responsibly
you don't
and
follow
always
his
putting the
directions,
story
you'll start
first.
over.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
So I
fine.
guess we gotta-
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, stupid door. Alright. But the room is A-okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There was a way to get down there, I thought. Ah, here. What?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What is it?
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Of course.
And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver right there on the wall.
I did. Nightshark 115. Let me in. Damn it.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Stanley
You
can't
didn't
talk.
mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver.
I
Otherwise
am.
I can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115. Let me in.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what?
What?
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
I did.
Done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
No, I
Why
did.
did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Where am I?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
So is this the end?
It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
Teabagging
I
Stanley.
need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You're listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Oh my god.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Hey! Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. That was a great episode playing this, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Stanley Parable.